Hi there! Welcome to a new Q&A Tuesday video. My name is Irene and you are watching the Shooby-Doo channel. On this channel I talk about quilting, patchwork, creative things with fabric, and on Tuesdays I answer questions. So go ahead and leave your question in the comment section down below and maybe I can answer yours next week. This question is from Joyce and she's wondering, how do I add borders to my quilt without rippling? Well, I think there are 3 steps to keep in mind. So first of all, go ahead and press your quilt top and press the border that you've cut. So if you've cut and sewn strips together for making your border, make sure to give those a press and give your quilt top a press so that you know they are nice and flat. And what you do then is you measure the size of your quilt. So you start with one side of the quilt, you measure how long it is, and then you cut your border to exactly the same length. So that's step 2. Step 1, pressing. Step 2 is cutting your border to the exact same length as the quilt top. I used to not do this at all when I started out quilting, and my quilts turned out wonky and rippled borders, and that is because I was just adding a border without measuring it and then cutting it to size after I was done with sewing. And what that did was that I kind of stretched or used more fabric or less fabric than I needed from the border without even noticing. But what you do after you've cut your strip, your border to the exact same length as your quilt, you pin it to the end, both ends, so that is in place. And then you fold it in half together with the quilt top, and then you pin it in the middle. And when you have a very long border, you might want to repeat that, so you fold it you fold the half in half to have a quarter mark on both sides, and then you put in a few more pins. So what that does is that the border is exactly the same length as your quilt top. You've pinned it in place, so you're not going to stretch your fabric, your border, and you're going to sew it just exactly where it needs to be. So that will really help you make a border around your quilt that doesn't ripple. I hope this helps making your quilt even prettier, and hope to see you again in the next Q&A Tuesday video next week. Bye bye!